I remember remembering his name, but I couldn't remember his face. Chris Blackwell. Chris Blackwell. The previous evening had molassed my mind pretty good. I was now sitting on the Billyburg Bridge, slowly edging past the Argyle angles, arranging silver and black skyscrapers.
Chris Blackwell, founder of Island Records.
Wait, what?
I know. Claims to have discovered you too. David Geffen, Bob Marley, Toots and the Maytals.
Bob Marley?
He is a old, white dude.
What's the address? I mean, where are we going? I changed panels on my phone. Oh, yeah, I'm still driving. I am not used to this. I really love my 30 mindless minute mass migration in the mornings to Manhattan from the Morgan stop, but today I'm driving a rental for this crew. Oh, holy moly, it looks like this address has got to be a residence. It's 2 steps off the park and across from the Natural History Museum. Good Lord. This gig is a new one I've started doing. Basically, I'm a production company's babysitter for a cameraman, a sound guy, and a producer. Well, okay, a creative producer. It's some kind of documentary. I haven't exactly figured out what the angle is, but yesterday we went to the office of a German businessman who pushed the investment of Napster. But the producer asked him about a lot of, money-oriented issues. But the Blackwell interview today makes me think it's about music and not about money. The producer's face makes me think it's about money. The building is not that tall, but a beautiful block on Central Park West. The 4 of us pile into an old but kept up elevator with our gear slung, pivoted against the rails. The producer has his blue folder and venti buck hot cup and sunglasses still on. The crew is guessing on what this pad is going to be like, because the old style handle on the elevator hints at a type of environment we are not used to, at least not the 3 of us. Bing! We all resurrect and put on our pro faces. Okay, slow elevator door is slow. Our eyes start glancing to each other. Are we stuck though? Then we hear a muffled click and a front door swings open. Yes. There's Chris Blackwell. Tall as me in an oversized long sleeve tee. I can't even say the color. It's like a 30-year-old faded eggplant. Just not old. With lighter blue jeans, no shoes, and no socks. With the sight of his bare feet on the dark, wide wooden floors, I missed the beach, and floors welcoming of bare feet. Hello, gentlemen, please come in. Welcome, welcome. He's a Brit. I guess the reggae is starting to make a little more sense. Please come in. I was thinking about doing it here. He walks left. His wife, presumably, is in the kitchen, also barefoot. Chris brings us into the next room, which is a long expanse with large wicker loungers, a dining table beyond them, and another chair alone in the far right corner. Maybe for reading, or maybe for other things. Maybe. The producer and Chris stopped at the wicker lounger area. The sound guy dropped his one bag on the left, and the cameraman and I went to the dining room table across the room and dropped cases, lights, reflectors, batteries. This coffee smells amazing. The cameraman was as excited as I was to do this, to get to see how Chris Blackwell lives. That's why he dropped the gear on the other side of this huge room. I mean, huge for New York, Dark wood steel floors, though. Built-in shelves full of leather-bound and real mended spines. Gold lettering decaying here and there. 1 half-smoked stogie and maybe a dozen perfectly clean ashtrays ready to receive. Cameraman looked out the window to get a better glimpse of the park. A cool spring air leaks in the few cracked inches. I turn and survey the room. I feel like I'm back home. Like the humid breeze off the ocean is reaching me all the way up here. No. I feel like I'm in the islands. Yeah. The Bahamas. No. Jamaica. It feels like Jamaica. I look at Chris, who's pointing to his attire, asking the producer, should I put on a suit? No. That's not necessary. Maybe just like an Oxford. Are we going to shoot any full body? No, just a shirt will be fine. With that, Blackwell puts both hands in the air, turns, and proclaims, all right, and heads down the hall. Oh! He stops and turns back, right to us. Would you guys like a little coffee or tea? OJ? The cameraman looks at me. My eyes widen like an emoji. The producer, closest to Blackwell, raises his white cardboard logo with a lid. No, we already got some. Chris looks at him, then at us across the colonial West Indies, then back to the boss man. You sure? It's really great coffee. I'd love to share it. I get it flown in from Jamaica. With that word, the motherfucker then raises that white cardboard logo with the lid again. I'm trying to catch Blackwell's eye with a subtle but beyond serious head nod, like, yes, I want to try your amazing, probably Blue Mountain coffee that you have flown into Manhattan from Jamaica like an Imperial Rasta James Bond baller. Yes, please. Except he's too polite to look. Too aware of the hierarchy of anything, He knew our class can't make that call. The coffee order can only come from above the line, no matter how bad and limited that line's palette is. In fact, I'd already begun wondering if production kids became producers based on how bland and boring their appetite was. Turkey on whole wheat? Mustard? Well, they only have packets of yellow mustard. That's okay. Really? Yesterday, you made a PA go to Jersey just for the right kind of bread. But packets of generic yellow mustard from China is acceptable? What? Here is your sandwich, sir. Someone else made the insightful hypothesis that maybe producers only eat turkey sandwiches because after a lifetime in production offices, catering tents, and hotel bars, that's all their bodies could take. Sliced turkey. I'm fairly certain I checked out on this gig after the producer raised his logo with the lid for the second time. The second time. He refused his host's hospitality after the host, who is Chris Blackwell, said he would love to share his coffee with us. He's the talent for this production. He's the part of the show that we would normally bend over backwards to please. I'd love to share. I'd love to blow these two hipster boys' minds out to the other side of the room with coffee like they've never tasted before. That's not how he talks. Please, let me pour you some coffee. Please? No, he said. I have Starbucks. I have what's everywhere. We came to your dwelling, Chris Blackwell, to capture your unique knowledge and valuable perspective. We came to your world to learn from you the things we do not already know ourselves, Mr. Blackwell. And we came to tell the world of these gems of wisdom through the medium of television. But no one can taste coffee on TV, Mr. Blackwell.